When you start using AI tools, everything becomes powerful, but also messy. Multiple outputs, multiple IDs, multiple directions, and everything gets mixed. By the end of this series, we will build a solid and flexible system that uses Git. Fully owned and fully flexible, it is not a Git tutorial hell, but how to simplify the commands for anyone working on any project to be able to have a strong professional-like system. In this video, we start fixing that. Workflows are fragile and need a system. Stop losing your work. Let's start building. You've probably done this. You are working on something important, a report, a project, a document. You improved it every day, so you create new versions. And one day, you need something from before, but you can't find it, or worse, you overwrite it. It is not a skill problem, but a system problem. We'll fix that gently. Let's initialize the project. Let's follow a simple story. Kenji is working on a company report. He updates it every day, adds IDs, removes sections, tries new directions. Very quickly, his work becomes hard to manage. So we initialize here the Git repository with the configs, username and user email. So here there is no structure for time, no way to go back, compare or experiment safely. But Git is going to help for that. So we have one file report. We're going to add it. Git solves this not only for developers, for anyone working on evolving files. Git creates a timeline for your project. Each time you decide this version matters, Git saves it. So we're going to be committing with a message. Instead of chaos, you get version 1, version 2, version 3. A clear history. No guessing. Now we have the status is clean. So this is the Kenji's report. We amend it. You can use Git for writing, reports, research, AI, outputs, or structured thinking. It is a system for work. So again, we're going to add it. We're just creating here an history of Git commits. We have added the input. Kenji changed the report. So let's see git add dot and git add star. Let's use here a .env file to illustrate the difference between git add star and git add point, because you can add everything with one comment. So here let's use git add start. You can check the status. So when we use start, we got the final report, but the .env file is untracked. So it's not going to be part of it. Let's reset. We're going to use git add dot. At this time, the .env file is added to the staging area. Let's reset. And we're going to use this file called gitignore. That is going to be helping us to not send this .env file with the secrets. Let's create another file that we're going to call .hidden file. Okay to send to Git, for example. This file won't be present in the .ignore file. That's why it's going to be added to the staging area. I'm just going to be resetting, so removing this file alone. Git reset. Very simple commands that we use and concepts. And again here I use the git add start, and you see all the hidden files are not added, they untracked. Let's use the git add dot and do a commit. Because .env is in the git ignore file, we don't get any secret commits. So for the moment we're working in our terminal, but later on we'll be adding some remote repositories. Let's see the history, the different versions. Now more organized. Git log. You can see there is a commit number. It can be shortened to the 7 first characters. And we got the commit messages with the dates and the author. We're going to be using this longer command just to have a better graphical representation of it. Git log 19 decorate graph all. It's one line, not online. So let's add the E. And now we have a very nice, concise way to see all those commits. We can see the head main where it is positioned. So the actual directory. Let's go back to the previous version using git revert. Git revert head in capital letters, and after here it's mandatory to add a message to explain why you're reverting, why you're going back. Reverting as my PhD friend, last input was not 100% correct, so any message explanatory giving the reasons. And you see now the report is a bit shorter because we went back to the previous state. Let's check. You see git revert has created a new commit. The new commit which is at the same state as the previous commit. So it won't delete the history or go back. It will get the state back and create a new commit in the history. Let's add a little bit more to the file report. So we add back the .env into the git ignore. In this series, we are not learning Git commands. We are building a system that protects your work and lets you move forward calmly. In the next video, we start building this system step by step from the first file. Part 2. Build your first Git system. Track your work without fear. I'll see you in the next.